Hi, this is John Callahan. In this video, I'm going to talk about the value of green. And I'm not talking about green as in money. I'm talking about green as in the environmental movement. Now, unless you've been really asleep for the past few years, you've probably noticed how the environmental issue has impacted our culture. Everything from Al Gore's Inconvenient Truth movie to the recycle bin that you probably put out on trash day every week. The impact of green can no longer be denied. And that's true as well in the funeral home industry. Came across this quote from Joe at the Green Burial Council. We bury enough embalming fluid to fill 8 Olympic-sized swimming pools, enough metal to build a Golden Gate Bridge, and so much reinforced concrete in burial vaults that we could build a 2-lane highway from New York to Detroit. Now, as people become more and more aware of this information, it's going to become a bigger and bigger issue. In the future, people will be very concerned about this. What about today? Well, this month on Google, there were 28,000 searches on the term green funeral. Now, just to put that in context for you, there were only 14,000 searches on the term prearranging a funeral. So this is a very popular issue. In fact, that number of 28,000 searches a month has doubled in the last 2 years. In other countries, it's a dominant issue. In Great Britain, there are over 200 green cemeteries already. Now, there's only a handful in the United States and Canada, but it's not far off. 200 in Great Britain and growing every day. This issue is going to become a bigger and bigger issue. And what about the marketing impact of green? If you want to consider that, you first have to consider how people connect in general. That's what marketing's all about, is making a connection with people. So how do people connect? Well, people connect around complementary needs and shared values. Now, those needs could be a lot of different things. Those shared values could be a lot of different things. But in general, that's what people connect around. What about in a funeral home case? Well, the complementary need is that you have the ability to take care of the deceased and take care of their family. They have a need to have somebody do that for them. So there's a complementary aspect to it. You also have to connect around shared values. You connect around community, your love of the country, your faith. And for a lot of people now, they're looking to connect with you on your concern for the environment. Green as a topic becomes another connection point. If the family is environmentally conscious at all, you've increased your chances of winning that call significantly by clearly demonstrating that you also care about the environment. It strengthens that connection that you have with the family. Now, there's a lot of benefits to going green. The main one, though, is that it demonstrates very clearly through your actions, it demonstrates that you do indeed care. Remember the old saying, actions speak louder than words. Well, your advertising is saying that you care. You probably use those terms when you're talking to a family, but those are words. Actions always speak louder than words. So by having a green element to your business, you're demonstrating that you care. It also establishes you as being unique in the market, and that is extremely important. If you've watched any of my other videos, you know how I'm always talking about you've got to become unique in the market. Well, green can do that for you. It can establish you as being unique. Now, how should you go green? Well, there's a spectrum to it. Way over on this end, you could go there and totally ignore it. Just ignore the issue and don't do anything about this. On the other side of the spectrum, you could become a 100% green funeral home. There are people out there doing that now. Now, there's no one answer. Well, I'll take that back. The one thing I'll tell you not to do is ignore it. I think that would be absolute folly. Whether you go 100% green, well, that's a business decision for you, and it's going to be based a lot upon your local market. Is there really that many green consumers in your market that you could support your business by becoming the only green funeral home in your local market? That's going to change from area to area. For most of you, though, it makes sense to be somewhere in the middle here, where you're starting to introduce a green element to your business. I know of a funeral home down in Florida that has recently purchased a ethanol-powered hearse, And that has become one of his major marketing elements. He talks about how he cares about the environment so much that he invested in an ethanol-powered hearse. It's one way to go green without having to totally reinvent your business. Here's another couple easy ways to go green. Well, you could create yourself a package, just a service package called the Green Goodbye, for example, or come up with any catchy phrase for it. Doesn't really matter. Line up your suppliers, people who are going to provide you with all of the elements that you would need in order to become a green service provider. Now, the best information I could provide on that would be to go to that Green Burial Council website. They've got a lot of great information on what's involved in becoming a green funeral home and providing green funeral services. But you're going to need to provide suppliers, get some inventory on hand, train your staff, and update your marketing materials. Now, another way to do it is to partner with somebody like Great Burial Reef. Their website's www.greatburialreef.com, and they partner with funeral homes around the country to deliver an amazing funeral experience for the families, and it's totally green oriented. Matter of fact, that's the whole basis of their business. So I'd highly recommend that you go check those guys out. They're a great group of people, and providing a service that is environmentally amazing. It's way beyond being environmentally conscious. It's environmentally amazing service that they're providing, and they do it by partnering with funeral homes. So if you want to go green, that's a nice, easy step for you to take. Remember, when all things are equal, the deciding criteria will always be price. Becoming the local green funeral home makes it so that things are not equal. You are unique, and the deciding criteria will rarely be price when you can offer a unique service that the family will always care about and treasure.